Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful lamb and rosemary pies. Really simple, easy dish to do. Alright, let's just get on with it. Here I got a fry pan, a little bit of oil goes in, right, and use the oil of your choice. If you want to use olive oil or grapeseed or whatever, you can. 1 onion finely diced. Right, that's a large onion, or 2 small ones finely diced. Put that straight in and just start cooking those off. Right, we just want to get these onions wilted down a little bit, and going a little bit on the translucent side of things. And I'm going to add in around about a tablespoon's worth of dried rosemary. Right, I'm using dried rosemary because I have it sitting in the cupboard. I always do. If you want to use fresh, go for it, use fresh, just chop it up nice and fine. Alright, so 500 grams of lamb mince. If there's any juices left over, put that in as well. Alright, so all we have to do now is start cooking our lamb mince off. Just let it brown and break it up with the spoon as we go, right, just like that. Pretty simple sort of stuff. Now I've also added in there around about a tablespoon's worth of plain flour, right, just like that, and that's going to help make up our gravy. Right, so just keep mixing all of that through. That flour is going to start soaking up a lot of that lamb fat and add so much flavor to our really simple gravy. Right, so just keep mixing that through, just like I'm doing right there. And here I've got a little bit of beef stock. Now we're just going to add in a little bit at a time, and we're going to keep stirring that through, and you'll notice that the consistency of the liquid in the bottom of the pan is going to change. It is going to start to thicken up a little bit here and there. So just keep mixing that through, keep stirring, just keep moving that around. Bit of freshly ground black pepper, right, put that in to taste as much or little as you like. Peppery pie is always better, of course, in my opinion, but I'll leave that up to you. Right, so just keep stirring that through and making sure that it's not getting too gluggy, for a better word. And in total I probably would have used around about half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup's worth of that. Right, little splooge of red wine, right, probably 1/4 cup's worth, right, put that in and just keep stirring that through. It might sort of look a little bit anemic at the moment. Don't worry, this thing is going to change color drastically. So just keep mixing that through and reduce that down a little bit. Little bit of Worcestershire sauce, probably about 2 teaspoons worth. That can go in. It's going to add a little bit more bottom end flavor to our pie mixture. So as I said, just keep mixing that through and reducing it down, and as you can see, everything is really starting to come together. We're starting to get a really nice thick filling, which is exactly what we want for these beautiful little pies. Okay, and if you haven't had a lamb pie before, wow, these things taste amazing. Alright, so now it's time to cut some pastry. I'm going to cut my bases out first. I'm going to use short crust pastry for our bases. Alright, so we're just going to cut those out. I use this bowl because I know the diameter of this works with my little pie tins. Alright, I'm just going to set that on side, and that's just store-bought frozen short crust pastry. You don't have to go and make it yourself. You are going to end up with some leftovers. With short crust, you can put those together, just freeze them, and then we can smash them back together a little bit later on. I'm going to cut out my tops, and I'm going to use some puff pastry. Just trace your pie tin just like that. I know I can get 4 tops out of 1 sheet of those. Now just using your knuckles, just gently press that short crust pastry into your little pie tins if you're using that. Another way you can do, if you want to make them smaller, use a muffin tin and you'll end up with some really cute baby lamb pies, which will also be great at a party. So just press those down, again just using your knuckles, just be nice and gentle. You can actually perforate the short crust pastry quite easily. Once your pies are, or your pastry is into your pie dishes, we're not going to blind bake or anything like that with these. We don't need to. All we need to do is just fill these up with our filling. You know, just with my particular pie dishes and the amount of mince mixture that we've made, it's going to make 4 of this size pie. Now, so just press down your short crust pastry over the top. No need to use a egg wash at this point, so just put the tops on, give them just a little bit of a press down, and we're going to go and give these a really what for to make sure they seal in a second. Right, so using the back of a fork, just go through and press down and join those two pastries together, and by doing this you're also going to end up with a really nice little fluted edge to your pies. So just keep working your way through, just like I'm doing right there, and this is probably the most labour intensive part of making this dish. Alright, pretty simple. We need some air vents just to get a knife, put 2-3 little slots in the top of each pie, right, just like that, and that's going to just allow the steam to come out. Alright, I've got some egg wash, and all I'm simply going to do is just give the tops of these pies just a little bit of a paint with some beaten egg. I'm not going to bother putting milk or water into it. I'm just going to use straight egg this time around. Pretty simple. Okay, our oven is already sitting at 180 degrees Celsius, which is our magic number for these pies, and I'm going to put these onto a baking tray just to make sure they're a little bit easier to get out, especially me with my MS. I'll end up picking them up and dropping them on the floor, knowing my luck. So simply just arrange those on a baking tray into the oven around about 30 minutes or so, or until they come out looking a little bit like that. How good does that look? Oh, yum. And I sprinkled a couple of sesame seeds over the top as well, just to make them look a little bit pretty. Alright, serve them up any which way you want. Serve it up with some mash, serve it up with some chips. I'm serving up with some chips and some onion rings. Love to see you try and make these ones at home. It is easy and they taste amazing, and even the next day they are just incredible. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get Name KP's Kingdom out there. Don't forget to leave a message. Love reading, love responding to them. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to make another version of one of my pies, well, you need to come and join the family. My family, hit the subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. Off to eat my lamb and rosemary pies, and I will catch you next time. Bye.